but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Here's a good fastball on the outside corner as he'll take a look at strike one. Behind 0-2 now. One out, nobody on. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. Ripped down the first base line. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Lays off 2-2 now.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Raleigh Fingers, 6'4" right-hander, comes in out of the bullpen to do the pitching. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. 2-0.
I'm seeing him just a little too amped up out there right now. That's common with hard throwers like him. Running a blazing fastball up there is great, but if you can't harness it, what good does it do you?
And a good comeback there. It's 3-1. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now the 3-2 pitch. Weak roller right side. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. So they breeze through this half of the inning. Stepping up to the plate, Raleigh Fingers. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Pitcher, Raleigh Fingers.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And a fastball just below the knees, ball 1. A wave and a miss.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Got it. So the lineup flips over and digging in, Jackie Robinson. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. He's set and the pitch. And that one just missed outside. A 1-0 delivery. Line to the right side. But good hands over there at first, and that becomes out number 2. So striding in, Ernie Banks. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First delivery to him on the way. And that one stayed too low apparently. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 1.
Well, he was definitely trying to end it with one swing at a bat right there, leaving nothing to the imagination. That's the problem sometimes. Everyone wants to be a hero in extra innings instead of just getting on base and playing it like another inning.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least 1 more. So here's the cleanup hitter, Omar Vizquel, and he'll be the one to get the 11th underway. He'll hold off on the slider to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. Lifted down the line in left, and this will wind up a foul ball. Vizquel handles the bat well against right-handed pitching. Doesn't have a lot of pop, but he does make contact, and of course he's always using his wheels to his advantage.
Yeah, and in today's game, how refreshing is it to watch this guy absolutely get down the first base line? I can't tell you what this does to a defense.
fly ball right down the line in left. Moving under it, Ruth. One down. Now at the plate, Frank Thomas. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Throw on to Killebrew. 2 down.
Now batting.
In now, Mike Piazza. He was a ground out victim last time up. And the slider. Popped him up. Killebrew over to his left, and the inning is over. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. It's getting late. 1 run can win it as we move to the bottom of the 11th. And we are tied 4-4. Troy Percival takes over now to start the home 11th, and he's looking to get this one to the visiting 12th.
Left fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Bouncer up the middle. Larkin has it. And Larkin's throw is right there for the first down. At the plate, Harmon Killebrew. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Hit back up the middle. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Hey, nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. I know there's 1 out in the inning. They got 1 more to play with that they could potentially be productive with. But this guy's looking to end this right now and put something in a gap.
In now, Johnny Bench. As he'll take a look at ball 1. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. A ball and a strike. Possible winning run on first. 1 man away. A 1-2 count to Johnny Bench.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Now the 1-2 pitch. This one's flared off to the right side. And that'll get down for a base hit. Throw comes in quickly, so the winning run advances to second now with only 1 away.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
Hit in the air down the right field line. And possible game winners at second base here with 1 away. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
The intent with that changeup away was one thing and one thing only. Get a double play ball. Nice job to lay off it at the plate, though.
The 1-1 pitch. In the dirt here. Runners may have thought about it, but they'll stay put, and the count moves to 2-1. Now the 2-1. Strike 2 at a pitch that catches the outside corner. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Hit sharply toward the right side. And that's in there. Base hit. Throw will come in quickly, and the winning run moves up to third now with only 1 gone.
Well, this looked like it could have been a quick inning, get the first out, and then boom, 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 3 singles, and all of a sudden they're loaded with 1 out.
Yeah, this is execution at its best right here. 1 out. He's still got double play in order. If he can make a pitch, he can get out of it. If he doesn't, crooked number goes up.
Into the box now, Eddie Matthews. Swing and a fly ball, and that should be deep enough to end it. He'll make the catch, but it ought to be academic now. And they're going to walk off here with a 5-4 win.
That's what you call doing your job, folks. He knew he just needed to lift one to the outfield, and that's just what he did. Hey, a walk-off sac fly isn't as dramatic as a game-winning hit, but it's just as effective. Great team win right there.
Every game has its offensive stars, and in this one, he arguably shined the brightest. He's our top player of the game.
Well, the numbers don't just jump out at you, but his lone hit was a really important one. And sometimes you just need to come through when it matters most to be the hero, and he did just that.
A one-run finish today, 5-4 the final score. Raleigh Fingers earns the victory on the mound. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Here now is our final line score. First for the victorious Groundbreakers, 5 runs, 10 hits, 1 error. They left 6 men on base. For the Beasts, 4 runs, 7 hits. With 1 error, they left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 37 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB Network is your exclusive home for postseason baseball. It's Game 1 of the American League Division Series between the New York Yankees and the Houston Astros. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And we are underway from Houston as the first pitch of the night is taken for ball 1. Hit out towards second. There is Altuve. And he'll beat the throw to first despite a fantastic effort. And that ought to be scored an infield single. Digging in now for the Yankees, Aaron Judge, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Well, time to look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Dave Lawrence.
Yeah, Dan, we got Dave Lawrence behind the dish tonight. One of the best in the game, I think. Consistent, well-respected, accurate strike zone.
D-Bro, you hit it right there. He makes you bring the ball over the plate. We'll give a little bit off the strike zone. I think the one thing that's important that he does, he has the same strike zone in the first inning. You'll see that same strike zone in the ninth.
And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball.